off the outfield, but in the end, brilliant. It's like what you'd want to see from your big fast bowler.
And again, he needs to get his length right here. Again, that field with the long off, which is the long off's very, very square, not a straight long off. But if he gets the length right, he's asking Hashmatullah to try and push the ball down the ground. He's a busy man.
I tell you what, Babar Azam will do well to change Shanshaw after the 3 deliveries, cow point, or spinner bowling with a left hand on strike. That's a business line. This is where Babar Azam can be a little careful, look after his fast bowler, as well as get the best fielder possible by all means. The right-handed Riyad Hassan, there's no slip field in the offside. Babar Azam shifting across to the leg gully. That will tell me that the line will be middle and leg stump.
First real show of intent here. This is the bowler. Surely this is the bowler that Afghanistan will look at. Squeezed away. That'll be one more.
Right option taken by Riyaz Hassan. He's trying to go over mid-off. The first delivery, smashed it really well, but only found the fielder. Second, it was in the arc, but it was 2-4. Good getting through some cheap overs, Pakistan.
So just 2 from that over, and that required rate now touches 7. 60 for 2. Did well to get to 268. Pakistan, Rizwan and Baba were very watchful up front, and then the acceleration took place, and Agar and Nawaz, their partnership was instrumental.
Give you a small lead. Last 30 deliveries, just 8 runs scored. That's how well Pakistan have bowled. And for me, these two batters, it's going through the motions. Slot sweep, deep square fielder. Fakhar Zaman takes it. And this was on the cards, with the amount of pressure being added to these Afghanistan batters. In the end, pays off with Shadab Khan striking, and a good catch by Fakhar Zaman.
Something had to give. Afghanistan were going nowhere, and eventually Riaz decides it's on my shoulders. Just for a moment, Fakhar Zaman hesitates and then realizes, hang on a second, I can get this. Takes the catch comfortably in the end and gives Shadab a well-deserved wicket. So Riaz Hassan goes for 34 in 66 deliveries. Afghanistan 60 for 3.
चाहिए चांद सा रोशन चेहरा नए लक से। धूल मिट्टी से स्किन डल होती है जैसे ये बीड्स। विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। नया लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
Shahid Kamal. So 2 left-handers at the crease now. We might see a whole heap of wrong-uns bowled here by Shadab. But he's going absolutely nowhere. He's bowled 4 overs. He's gone for 9 runs. He really is spinning it. These are perfect conditions for the leg spinner. We did say that throughout the Lankan Premier League, he had actually got tougher to bat at night. So often that isn't the case in day-night fixtures. When there's a little bit of dew around, the ball skips on nicely and batters love it. But here, it has not been the case in the last few weeks. It has become harder and harder. We've seen the seamers getting uncomfortable bounce, and now we're seeing the spinners getting plenty of turn.
Shahid Kamal is a good player. Did saw him during the ACC Imagine Asia Cup. Played really well. He played some important knocks, bowled well as well. And he's here. As Riaz Hassan was trying to up the ante, trying to go probably over mid-wicket. Slot sweep, just getting the top edge. And a good catch, Fakhar Zaman. Never easy under lights. Dark skies to run forward the way he did. Kept his eyes and did the damage.
Nicely bowled. Right, now does it fall on the captain? And when I say up the ante, I'm not saying you need to slog, but they need to get a little bit busier. So maybe a little lap where you could possibly get 2. And out. Now they are in serious trouble.
To the final lane in Afghanistan's coffin for this game. That was short, mid-wicket in, mid-on in. It's written for a boundary. And the only thing Hasbitullah Shahidi did was to smash it straight to the short mid-wicket fielder. It's been a tough knock, 13 of 31 deliveries. That's how well the Pakistanis have bowled. Imamul Haq, easy as it gets. And Shadab Khan in 1 over breaks the backbone of Afghanistan middle order with wickets of Riaz Hassan first, and skipper Hasbitullah Shahidi is second. Frustration, disappointment, but in the end there was Hasbitullah Shahidi gone for 13 of 31. Afghanistan in trouble, 61 for 4.
The Afghan all-rounder, Gulbuddin Naib, was very good with the ball. Finds himself walking in at number 6, so still no Mohammad Nabi, which is a bit surprising. I'm surprised that Nabi hasn't walked in, to be honest. I know, he's the most experienced player. Gulbuddin's only just come into the side. I know he's played plenty of cricket for Afghanistan, but just drafted into the starting 11 now.
A great opportunity for him. He's having a tough battle with Hasbitullah Mirzai as the seam bowler, bowling all round the spur. Bowled well 9 overs for 36.
Well, maybe that is why he's been sent in. Into the 21st, 61 for 4.
Bowled well for his 9 overs, 36 for 1, and he's here because Hasbitullah Shahidi with
विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
हब्स भरी दोपहर में चिपचिपाहट सी फैली मेरे हर सू। पूरा दिन बस गर्मी और पसीना। भाड़ में जाए ये महीना। जी चाहता है इसकी तो स्प्राइट लगा ठंडक।
क्या आपने अपने बिजनेस की प्रमोशन करनी है या क्या आपको पर्सनलाइज्ड शाउट आउट चाहिए किसी भी सेलिब्रिटी से, तो आज ही डाउनलोड द starbazaar.pk ऐप और पाएं पर्सनलाइज्ड शाउट आउट या बिजनेस प्रमोशन।
He looked disappointed, didn't he, the Afghanistan captain, but 13 of 31. I honestly think he was starting to pile more pressure on his team. I mentioned to you a little earlier when you said that they need to hang in there and knock it around and make sure that when they get to the last 10 or 15 overs that they need 7 and over. Well, what number are we talking now?
someone has to play a blinder out of their skin. That's exactly what they would need. Now with the bowling attack what Pakistan possesses, even a left-arm spinner yet to bowl. That's a great bowling lineup. Remember, two of their frontline bowlers, quicks, aren't playing either. They would have been licking their lips, looking at the pitch, the way it's bouncing, seaming to have bowling this.
Rizwan thinks that this just hits the pad first. I'm not sure it is. I think his bat might just clip his pad. But I don't think the ball hits the pad first. And Babar Azam agrees with me.
Really, really close to that pad. Replay will show us.
Got him this time. And Gulbadin doesn't even wait for the umpire's decision. Afghanistan now are in all sorts of trouble.
That was a good catch by Mohammad Rizwan. Salman Aga is firing it in. Good length. Nothing shot in the end, but a good catch, Mohammad Rizwan. Going with the turn, looking at the ball till the last moment. Gulbadin named. Bowled really well. That was a fantastic opportunity to stake his claim, but in the end, gone without scoring. Afghanistan 62 for 5.
विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
क्या आपने अपने बिजनेस की प्रमोशन करनी है या क्या आपको पर्सनलाइज्ड शाउट आउट चाहिए किसी भी सेलिब्रिटी से, तो आज ही डाउनलोड द starbazaar.pk ऐप और पाएं पर्सनलाइज्ड शाउट आउट या बिजनेस प्रमोशन जस्ट अ फ्यू स्टेप्स। ऑर्डर नाउ।
This was a good catch. There was quite a thick outside edge here. Yep, snaffles it. I got you. Good catch.
There was some deviation at Rizwan. Brilliant to take on. After that delivery, Babar Azam brings himself to the slip area. It's a good thinking. I think the short fine leg field is moving across to the car point area. Dominic is going to be the one going with the arm. Well, I think 3 times the fielder, I think it's Shaud Shakil, was at fine leg, cow point in the end. Babar Azam makes up his mind. It's going to be a cow point fielder.
I'm actually surprised at this field. So he's got 5 on the offside and 4 on the leg side on a surface that is actually turning quite significantly. I would not be against the man at backward point moving into a fielding position on the leg side, maybe even leg slip. If Nabi tries to get the ball behind point, he could lose his stumps.
Exactly for that, I think. HD, one goes with the arm. 22 gone, 62 for 5. Good point you made, brought up, HD. It was a ranked turner. And Salman Aga likes to turn the ball much, but I think he just likes to fire it in.
चाहिए चांद सा रोशन चेहरा नए लक्स से। धूल मिट्टी से स्किन डल होती है जैसे ये बीड्स। विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। नया लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
This keeps happening. You can also understand he wants to play the game at his pace.
Right, temptation for Shahid. Down up, mid off up, and take it up. First ball shot up, Khan googly. Invitation is being offered.
The problem for Afghanistan is they've lost 3 quick wickets, one at 60, one at 61 and one at 62. So these two now almost need to try and rebuild, and in doing that, that required rate will go up even further. So the rebuild still needs to There still needs to be runs scored. Can't just back the ball back.
Benefit for all our viewers. Last 30 deliveries, 4 runs and 3 wickets. That's how well Pakistan have bowled. And the Afghans are bad. Unfortunately, got to say this, they've been completely bamboozled by spin at both the ends.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, but I don't think it's been the easiest pitch, the easiest one-day pitch to bat on. It took a real gritty performance from Babar Azam and from Mohammad Rizwan to give them that platform which allowed them that acceleration towards the back end. But it wasn't easy, and it continues to be tough.
I think that's why HT, after today, most likely Pakistan will be the #1 team in the world. Going gets tough. 2 senior players put their hands up, get the job done, takes responsibility.
So just a single off that over. That's 23 gone now. Afghanistan are chugging along. That's 63 for 5.
चाहिए चांद सा रोशन चेहरा नए लक से। धूल मिट्टी से स्किन डल होती है जैसे ये बीड्स। विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। नया लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
Good fight back with the bat, got more runs than maybe they would have expected halfway through the innings. And now pressure is on Afghanistan. They've lost 5, real struggle to get the runs on the board, real struggle to keep the run rate up there. It's dragging behind at the moment. So Shahidullah faces the left arm pace of Shaheen Shah Afridi. The edge, oh, just dropped short. Taken on the half volley, taken nicely, taken cleanly. Nonetheless, on the half volley. Yeah, someone had slipped it well, actually. It was, he knew it wasn't going to quite carry. A little bit wider. He knew it wasn't going to carry. He tried as best you can in those conditions. He has so little time to do it, to get his hands a little bit further forward, try and get underneath it. But in the end, had to accept that the half volley was going to be as good as it got. Watch this now. Tries to get forward with the hands a little bit, but there is only so much you can do in that time. Yeah, well bowled. And this is where it is such a privilege in many ways for Babar Azam to be able to say at this stage of an innings, he's got 5 wickets in the bag, to be able to say, right, to Shaheen Shah Afridi, Come up, step up, see if you can get another one. Just keep the pressure on. You've got the pace, you've got the bounce. And it's been pretty immaculate over, actually, so far. Found the edge first ball, one a little bit wider, but no runs from it yet in 4 balls, and he's been threatening that outside edge throughout. Still keeps the same line. Just the one, though. There's a lot of ifs there. 24 overs in, 64 for 5.
विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
कोका कोला के साथ जीते हर हफ्ते 1800 सीसी कार। कैप के अंदर कोड ढूंढे, मिस्ड कॉल दें, कॉल बैक आने पर कोड एंटर करें और जीते हर हफ्ते 1800 सीसी कार।
Very handy knock with the bats, lower down the order. Left arm spin now has a chance as well.
It was the partnership that helped Pakistan compile 165 runs in the last 20 overs. The clinical thing in the innings of Pakistan was the way they built the innings when Babar Azam and Muhammad Rizwan were out in the middle. They absorbed the pressure. And once they had the platform, they capitalized on it. And the result is that now they have such a huge total on the board. They're very comfortable what they have put on the board after their first innings batting display.
Well, they're treating Nawaz with a fair amount of respect. So this is what's known as gentle left-arm spin. We've seen the real spinners of the ball in action at various stages of the day. He just kind of rolls the fingers over the top, relies on sort of line and length and just subtle varieties. Slides away off the outside part of the bat. Now, saw a few misfields in the field earlier with Afghanistan. That's one of the ones we've seen now with Pakistan as well.
I mean, you often hear welcome boundary, will say welcome misfield for Afghanistan's cause at least. It's been 63 deliveries since they have hit a boundary, and they've only been able to get 7 runs in the last 30 balls. But they gotta have to do something if they are really thinking about chasing this big 203 remaining runs to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, the reason for that lack of runs in that last 30 balls, as you were saying, is the wickets that fell. 3 wickets also fell in that same passage of play. That's what takes the heart out of any innings for any team. And let's face it, with the situation it is, the ones will not be enough. 67 for 5, halfway through. Yeah, this is one of those chases where
चाहिए चांद सा रोशन चेहरा नए लक से। धूल मिट्टी से स्किन डल होती है जैसे ये बीड्स। विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। नया लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
कोका कोला के साथ जीते हर हफ्ते 1800 सीसी कार। कैप के अंदर कोड ढूंढे, मिस्ड कॉल दें, कॉल बैक आने पर कोड एंटर करें और जीते हर हफ्ते 1800 सीसी कार।
विटामिन सी और ग्लिसरीन वाली लक्स ग्लो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किन को रोशन करे। लक्स जो दे चांद सा रोशन चेहरा।
Now, umpires coming together. Impossible to tell from here what they are discussing out in the middle. Okay, we've had this earlier as well in this innings. Hawkeye is not operational. So DRS suspended. Technical reasons, technical glitches. Apologies, dear old Hawk. So yes, so DRS will not be available at this stage. Umpires are still talking. We've got third umpire on the field again. He's ordering a cab for later. Yes, annoying, irritating, and DRS very much part of the game across the globe, across the world nowadays. And we've seen it used effectively today. Just for now, we'll have to do without it. Right, shine shadow please. The full face of the bat presented by Shahidullah. But 7 from 20. Nabi's faced 5 yet to get off the mark. And I asked Vidai not to look at the required run rate, so just upset him. But I'll tell him it's over 8.
That's true. It's a big task, but then only tough times can make the tough men. So it's out of such situation, if you can take your team out, you get the recognition. You've been playing cricket for so long, you've represented Afghanistan across the world, playing international leagues, have a lot of experience. So if there are hopes to be made from, particularly between these two, would be more from Muhammad Nabi. It's, as I've been saying, not an easy task, but at least need to start showing the intent. Need to start taking overs, 6 runs in over, 7 runs in over. Do not take risks. And see if you can drag it a little forward, and then at one stage maybe you will see that it becomes probable.
I'm going to have to ask you the obvious question. Given the circumstances, given what we're looking at, given the Pakistan bowling attack, given the pitch, how do you force the pace without taking risks?
Here's a word called miracle. I'm asking for a miracle, I guess.
No further questions, Milad.
No, it's tough. It's not easy, absolutely. I mean, you're spot on. See, from the cricketing viewpoint, this is not an easy task. Bowlers are in good rhythm, and on the top of that, the wicket's been behaving. There's been really, really big bounce on the wicket. And at times, we've seen uneven bounce as well. That is going to further create second thoughts in the mind of the batsman. So it's not an easy task ahead of him. But then what can you do? I mean, you always need to play for the win. So it'll only be a matter of time to see how they can adjust according to the situation, and see if we could at least start seeing some intent from both Muhammad Nabi and Shahidullah Kamal, and try and pursue the target. Make your best effort. Let's see what happens. Well, if anything is going to make it more difficult, these short pitch deliveries. And Afghanistan not being very comfortable with the short pitch deliveries, you wouldn't be expecting him to take on the short pitch. And I think one of the other issues was that when they start going after the bowlers, after the 20th over, they decided to go after Shadab Khan. Maybe Salman Ali Agha could have been an easier option to go after. Then again, it's just a tough day in the office for the Afghanistan cricket.
अब भरी दोपहर में चिपचिपाहट सी फैली मेरे हर सू, पूरा दिन बस गर्मी और पसीना, भाड़ में जाए ये महीना, जी चाहता है इसकी तो स्प्राइट लगा ठंड रख।